Okay. Hey, everybody. This is Rich with Blind Man Audits, and I've got Aurora Transparency with me for now. We were waiting for some other guests to get on. So if they get on, that's great. If not, we'll just proceed as per normal here. But I wanted to go over a few things here and kind of make this a regular recurring theme within the 1A community. Um, but we've got a lot to cover, especially this week in regards to what happened last week at Sheridan. So let's go with that first. I'm going to change up the view here a little bit. So I'm going to share my screen here. See, so this is the first thing I found here. Here's our favorite guy, right? Do you see that at all?
I see it. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yep. So there's our favorite guy. So apparently, when he's not doing city council, talking outside both sides of his mouth, he's working for Audi. So can you believe a car salesperson, especially when they get into elected office, uh, makes you wonder, right? So let's
Right.
go. Yep. So let's go to a different screen here. So let's do this first of all, because I launched my own video on this last night. So let's go there first. So this is from my YouTube dashboard here, and this is what I called the video Sheridan mob mentality here. Um, anyway, those numbers are pretty insane there. Look at that.
Oh, nice.
810, yeah, 810 views. So that's pretty good for me. And about 73 public watch hours. And most of this video is actually pretty boring because it's all about the public comment. But I told people to sit tight and watch for what happened afterwards. So what we'll do though, let's go ahead and go to the channel page here first. Okay, there we are live, by the way. Just saying. And I'm probably going to have to restart this a little bit. Listen to these platitudes.
Any other council members who'd like to speak tonight?
All I know is y'all better eat that pizza.
See, he talked about that last week. I will give him credit. He did provide pizza.
Council member's choice. Who wants to speak?
First of all, it's great to see so many people
Here he is.
here again, and the support. I can feel it. It's really just great that everybody chose to do this with their time tonight. My name is Jay Whitaker, council member. Ward
There he is,
2,
right there.
And I've been thinking a lot about the First Amendment and our moral compass. Our First Amendment rights are freedom to speak, freedom of religion, freedom of press, freedom of assembly, and freedom to petition. What I keep coming back to, are there any boundaries? What are the boundaries of First Amendment rights? Without question, the First Amendment has health and safety limitations. Are the freedoms of our First Amendment rights penetrable? Well, at some point, morality violates liberty. Do those freedoms override individual rights? Well, at some point, freedom of speech violates morality. The Constitution, the foundation of our country, establishes a baseline for us to follow. Morality is the determining factor. Where do you sit on the moral compass? Where can you have liberty and morality at the same time? The founding fathers believed we would always have a moral compass to guide us through these discussions. And in the spirit of our founding fathers, let's have free speech, let's have morality, let's keep the government in check while also maintaining decorum, and let's keep from imposing individual freedoms on other people's rights.
Where do my rights end? Where do my freedoms end? Because it's usually my rights do not end where your feelings begin. But that's basically what you're talking about here. So you're basically threading a needle there, or trying to appeal to some of the leadership on the council. Just based upon what I see there. You got any comments to say about that at all?
Yeah, I love how he says morality. Well, morality is perspective, really.
Yep.
My morals and your morals could be completely different. So, you know, the First Amendment wasn't written on my morals and your morals. It was written on facts. We can say this to whomever, whenever, you know?
Touche. Yep. And, I mean, I agree totally, because that is something where morality, you're just trying to sanitize something now. So let's see if he says anything else here. Okay, apparently that's all. But yeah, he just had that little blurb there. And we kind of, those of us who were there, and I was there, those of us who were there thought you might actually have a teeny tiny bit of hope, a teeny glimmer of hope. That's what we thought. In fact, if I skip forward a little bit here, I played this last night. I don't want to go through the whole thing, but let's see. This is thanks to Army Vets Rights Defender. I did borrow some of your footage. So if you want to do one of these roundtables, I do have an email on my description. So hit me up for that, buddy, if you want to.
On my foot. And so that's why I raised my voice. I said, stop. Hi, ma'am.
See, we're all gathered outside, right?
This guy right here. This is the guy right here. This guy right here. You make him chief of police. You should make him chief of police.
Only one knew what he was doing tonight, right? Where's the other security guard? He did a good job too.
Well, it's the security guy,
The
not
security
the popo. The
The right
security
thing.
guy.
Not the sworn. We're going to go over here on the sidewalk. Going to our We're not going to say where.
How does that fitness
We're
test?
not going to go.
You can do a fitness test? All this fucking marranos. You are. Shut your ass up, bitch. Shut the fuck up. Shut up. Your mom's stupid, bitch.
I ain't leaving till every single one of them is gone.
Troublemaker gonna
Just
start
stand here on the
shit.
sidewalk.
Yep.
These three guys.
We're not going anywhere till the parking lot clears.
It's been a
Just let
pleasure.
them act stupid.
We'll
Don't.
catch up on you later.
Guys, be cool, behave. Be cool, behave.
Cooler heads prevail.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
we like that.
Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah, because they're
But we ain't going nowhere till this parking lot clears.
Actually, they don't like us so much because we record in public, man. We're peace. a lady in there started this whole thing. She bumped into my girlfriend, like backed into her camera on purpose like that.
Yeah.
And then, of course, everyone had her back in there.
She went up to the camera. Well, I'll show that in a little bit here. But she went up to the camera like a fly to a lit flame, and from there, she just like totally backed up into it to block it. You can tell when you watch it, guys.
These are all cheap. And so because he's bumping, he's assaulting.
You'll see.
He's assaulting her. Right?
Yeah.
That's what started this whole thing.
Yeah, go get my.
I'm Bob. Talk to you on. I'm Shadow.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, I'm just getting started.
Yeah, you're fine. It's not very common at all.
Huh?
Look, we went in there.
Should you what?
You know, sometimes officers with the regulars just think they're like, I don't know.
Just remember one thing, man. If you ever go into law enforcement, clears, we're not doing anything. Who flipped us off?
6 o'clock.
Watch your 6.
And look, she's watching for the cars. Did you notice that she's watching for all the people in the cars there just to make sure that everybody's leaving?
One of those crazy guys, that crazy guy that kept saying, call him by his name and interrupting everyone in public comment. I think he might be the one that was making the death threats.
Oh, probably the green shirt guy.
You all know that big Spanish man with the gray hair.
Green shirt guy.
I think they're related to.
Oh, absolutely. That's Martinez's family.
Regan says Martinez is orchestrating the touch.
Absolutely, he orchestrated.
They orchestrating this whole thing, telling them to come in and make us look, try to make it so that we're looking like we're the bad ones.
Somebody's watching BMA 6.
What we're gonna do is put the live stream video to see what's back in England. It may have been unintentional, but well, actually, I don't think it was unintentional. She intended to do it.
Yep. I don't know. Everybody was watching on the live stream. Did I catch it? Did I catch them blocking into her camera?
Yeah, I'm sure. And then she did step on my foot. She stepped on my tripod twice and my foot once.
She was trying to get it out of your hands.
Oh, I know she was. And then she touched my camera. She literally touched my camera and it fell down. So
I want you to go to Denver.
Okay, well, there's enough of that we've kind of deconstructed that. But anything you want to add real quick at all?
Yeah, that was nuts. That was I kept saying it's a good thing I didn't show up. I would have caught a case. You guys were very, very professional and cool, calm, and collective. I would have been, the way they were treating you guys and pushing sweet tea around, and I would have went crazy.
Let's see what's happening in the comments section here real quick, because I guess there were comments when I wasn't looking here. Hey, look, there's Johnny Bravo, Tracy 777, and ANCAP. Hey, ANCAP, I did send you the link if you want to come up and join us in here. I know you're normally modding for me, brother, but feel free to join. Anyways, that's what we have so far. But yeah, that was totally bonkers. So definitely so. Let's go ahead and go to the other thing here. The other screen here. I'm still learning this process. Bear with me just a sec here. Okay, this is what I wanted. So this was on the DMA's community feed. So apparently there's Jay and his girlfriend. Isn't that very romantic? So, yep. Victoria Brown with an E at the end. So just remember that. We'll probably call Whitaker out on that during the next meeting. You send your girlfriend to do all your hit work for you?
Exactly.
Yep. So I'm not going to show the full video from this, but I think the short that DMA created would cover this piece particularly well.
Don't film me.
Hey, what are you doing, lady?
Oh, I'm standing in front of your camera.
No, you're bumping into it. You can't do that.
I'm standing.
Touched me.
That's
I didn't touch you.
That's harassment.
Did I
Ladies and
touch
gentlemen,
you?
the most
Touching you.
privileged human being that has
Yeah,
ever lived
touching
on the
you.
face of the earth.
111. That's
The most
harassment.
privileged
Unwanted
human
touch.
being
You
that
can't
has
put
ever
your
lived
hands
on
on
the face
people,
of the
man.
earth.
Once you walk
On your
over,
camera.
Raising your
Once you
voice,
walk over,
Soul.
don't
Our
do that.
cameras. You
Did
cannot
you?
touch them. That's
I
against the
didn't
law.
touch them.
Yes, you did. You
No,
bumped right
show-
into
you
her.
did. Did I touch it?
Yes, you
You?
did.
Oh,
Don't
you
touch
just
it.
did. I'm trying to walk. Your camera was.
You
in my
just
way.
stepped on my foot and my
I
camera.
didn't step on your
She
foot.
did not.
What did you step on?
She did
I
not.
believe I stepped
I'm
on
not-
Don't
it.
touch my camera, lady.
I didn't touch it.
Yes, you did. You stepped on my camera.
Yeah.
What's wrong with you?
Honey,
That's
you're
against the law.
Guess how much money you're going to get from your grifters?
Are you drunk?
This is for clicks, isn't it?
Are you drunk?
Well, it's for clicks because you just made it for clicks.
You're right.
Yep. So let's just take a look at that back part here again, way at the beginning. We might have to rerun it.
Don't
See, she sees the camera, and
film
then
me.
she puts her hand up, and she runs right up to it, and back to it. There she goes.
Yeah.
Trying to give it the most coverage that she can. So, yeah, that's just all sorts of messed up there.
Yeah.
Yep.
And she knew
Oh.
she could get away with whatever she wanted.
Yeah, exactly. No worries, ANCAP. If you're away from home, don't worry about dropping in. But thanks for picking up mod duties for me tonight. We'll just go from there. So, but yeah, she just definitely played that hard and fast because I don't know if that was something where she kind of had the mentality that way, or that had been pillow talk for the past couple of weeks, or what. But as soon as she saw the camera, she starts running right up to it.
Yeah.
And first of all, she's in public, so she has no expectation of privacy anyways. The only place in that building, well, technically the administrative order should be written on a roll of toilet paper. We all know that, right?
Yep.
So that should be on a roll of toilet paper, but we're not going to, say anything about that right now, just because of the fact that that is the situation, that is the way it is. But that's basically all the good that administrative order is. It's basically a rule for the employees. It's not even a law or anything. It's just something for the employees, not even for the visiting public. Number one. Number two, the only place that she can go in that building at all where we have no rights to film her are the public restroom, and if she has access to non-public areas, right?
Exactly.
Yep. Other than that, we can film anywhere that she is. And also, I would add that camera footage, which NCAP captured that camera footage from that Zoom for me, so I appreciate that again, NCAP. But they're playing keep away with the footage right now, because I know that DMA had put in a request for it before I sent him the link for the footage. So hopefully he was able to get it downloaded. But regardless of that, Sheridan should not be playing keep away with that footage because that's for a public meeting. But even the security cameras, I could technically make a Freedom of Information Act request for anything on your security cameras at any time of day that you're open, in the open parts of the building. And you can't say no. You just have to give me the response within the timeline. Do you remember when we were trying to get them to do our open records request back on the 14th of December?
Oh yeah.
Yep. I know DMA got his in. I know I got mine in. I think ANCAP got his in as well. But otherwise though, nobody got their request honored. So that's all sorts of messed up beyond that, because they're supposed to give us a copy for our own record keeping, and then they're supposed to get it back within three business days. And it's been way more than 3 business days since they came back to me with anything at all. I know that for myself.
Yeah, I got no response.
Mm-hmm. Did you get your paper back? Because when I was there, I asked for them to make a photocopy with the date and time that they received so that I could have that for my records.
No, she kept taking my paper, walking back, and then I ultimately got it back and handed it over to Martinez.
Mm-hmm.
And or not Martinez, one of the other ones. I forget at the moment which one I handed it to, but he did take it from me. So yeah, it did get turned in.
He probably turned it into the round filing cabinet.
Exactly.
It wasn't your favorite guy. It wasn't Brucey, was it?
Oh no, yeah, no, I didn't give it to him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that crazy guy.
Yeah, let's go through some of these comments real quick here. Anyways, yep, ANCAP, she's with Whitaker, so agreed there. Let's see, Tracy. I didn't know about it until Regan told me, actually. But I think it was way after the fact, so yeah. Let's see what else we have popping off in the comments.
I see in the comment section from Patricia.
Yep.
Says the frauditor troll. Reagan was found guilty and sentenced to probation on 2/17/23. Guilty of what?
Yeah.
Because she's not found guilty. In fact, she's
Patricia.
Right now.
She's free.
Yeah, she's free. She's guilty of nothing right now.
Yep. Hey, ANCAP, watch Patricia, and if she keeps on spamming, time her out for a little bit. This is the first time I've seen her, but anyways, yeah, Tracy, I feel you. Yeah, people are all sorts of yep, I feel you there, because we are all learning about these, and it makes us all spitting mad. Trust me. Let's see. Got this long one from Bravo here. Let's see what he has to say. Start putting your guys' videos on loop and leaving them to autoplay to get you guys some more watch hours. Y'all deserve more views. You are all just as important as any other activist. I appreciate that, brother. So, anyways, let's see what we have here. I mean, that's I take everything that Fraudulent Troll says with a grain of salt. So, because Fraudulent Troll, he's got a spin on everything, and so that's just the other thing. He won't even show his face at all. So, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, he's done so many videos on me. It's funny. And yeah, his spin on things, it's like he meshes all of your stuff into one. One time when I went to the Denver detention center with my daughter, he told me, yeah, he had put on there, oh yeah, because it was right after I got arrested here in Aurora. And so he put on there, oh yeah, and then you get arrested the next day. I'm like, that wasn't even the next day. And it wasn't even the same city. So get your facts straight before you want to spew your ish about me.
Yep, exactly. Let's see. What's Tracy going to say here? Was searching DMA instead of Denver Metro Audits just now. I got to community page. My God, the troll channels are all going wild with his videos. Is that normal? They always go wild with his videos. That's just the way the troll channels are. He gets lots of reactions from people when he's just peacefully filming. I don't know what it is about the way he does things, because he's a pretty quiet guy. He doesn't interact with anybody unless they try and mess with him or mess with his camera. But otherwise, though, he's pretty quiet. But when he does get interactions, they go off the Richter scale.
Yeah, his trolls are intense.
Yep. And I've got a few of my own, but
yeah.
But I don't think I have any that have come to that level yet. But most of the time, when I do stuff like at the DMVs, most of the stuff I do, I fly under the radar anyways, because no one expects the blind guy to be exercising his rights until they realize I've got the camera with me. So, yep. So,
and it's really funny though, because if I was blind, I would walk around with the camera on. My God, that's protection for yourself.
Yep. Yep, that's very true. So anyways, we'll just go from there. So other than that, though, it looks like we've been at this stream for a little while here. Let's see, for about 40 minutes here. So any information that you're able to provide about any of your arrests? You've been run through the ringer, especially, well, you got hit pretty hard last summer. I watched that video where you were sitting down on the ground and you're saying that you were going to be, you were peacefully protesting or whatever.
Yeah.
And then after what happened with Athena, and then in Sheridan, where Brucey had to get his hands on, and then our favorite guy, Porky Pig, had to run you into a wall. Yep. So you've been definitely put through the ringer there. So is there anything that you're able to discuss at all openly?
Yeah. Everything is still in, I'm still fighting the Aurora case.
Yep.
They want me to make a plea deal, but I'm not.
Yep.
And then Sheridan, they're doubling down on their horribleness. They're actually adding charges. I got an obstruction charge added to, instead of them dismissing the case, they're now adding charges.
Yep.
And I don't know how it's sticking, but it is. And then the newest one, I go to court on the 28th of this month.
Yep. Yeah. Okay. Well, good luck with that. I know that I got away from Sheridan because I walked out with the 10. But I do know that not all of us walked out. Obviously, DMA didn't. You didn't. Armac didn't. Johnny Bravo didn't. So um, there were quite a few that did not, and especially to consider the way Brucey went hands onto your neck, which isn't
Yeah.
even legal. You know, um, that guy. There was this meme that was floating around where the cop was, it was him in front of a thin blue line flag, and he was putting a wrapping around his fist, and
Oh, yeah.
it was him getting ready to give his Valentine's present to his wife.
I saw that.
Yep.
That was
So
funny.
that was funny, sad, but
I
funny.
mean, right. Right.
Yeah.
Very sad.
Uh-huh. So, anyways, let's see if we have any other questions or anything else that we want to discuss here.
Yeah, that's right. Johnny Bravo. They added charges to him too. He and I right now are the only ones with added charges, which is weird.
Really, Bravo. That's all sorts of messed up. They added charges on Sheridan.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, the obstruction charge.
You were just standing there. You were just standing there with your phone up, filming.
Yeah. And the guy that put the restraining order or the protective order against us.
Yep.
I actually did not film him. And in my, when I have it, the film, when I watched it, I actually said, "Oh, this guy is here. He's a private citizen." I go, I said, "I'm not going to film him out of respect." I said, "But if I wanted to, I could, but I'm not gonna." So yeah, I can't wait to show that to the judge.
Oh yeah, and I was there too, and I might have caught him on my camera, but it was like, well, I'm not really interested in private citizens at all, so I tried to turn away from him entirely.
Yep.
So, but yeah, I was even hemmed up because I walked away for a little bit because I didn't know how that form was filled out because you went over that with me, showed me how to fill it out properly. And I walked away and he was getting himself serviced. So I made a very purposeful point not to film him. So
yeah.
Yep.
I know that was crazy.
Yep. That was all sorts of messed up for sure.
Yeah.
Let's see. So yeah, in other words, and anything happening with the Denver arrest at all, or any new developments there?
Nope. I go back on the 28th, so I'll know more then.
Gotcha.
Let me double check now that I'm saying that out loud. Yeah, the 28th.
Yep.
Yeah, hopefully they drop the charges.
Yep.
I know. I was joking around with my family. I go, I'm going to be a jail critique. Cool. I can tell you all about the jails. Mm-hmm. I'm like, for someone who's never broken the law, I've sure been to jail enough times.
Yep. Well, I mean, that one, I think, and I'm not saying anything that Sheridan itself wasn't bad or anything like that. And I saw what happened in Aurora, but to hear the story after being hospitalized and after the arrest and them chaining you down to the bed and not even being able to get up to use the restroom.
Oh, that was torture.
Yeah, that was all sorts of messed up. So
yeah.
Yep. So
yeah, I put official complaints in to not only through Denver and with Denver, they have a consent decree like Aurora does. So I bypassed putting my complaint into Denver PD. I went straight to the people that I forget what it's called right now at the moment. The people that have the whole consent decree put together. Yep. So and I've gotten some calls back, and Denver Health said they're looking into it. Because I asked them, I said, you know, just because someone's arrested doesn't mean they're guilty of whatever it is. So why are you treating me like I'm some criminal off the street? I said, what would you do if that was your mother?
Yep. And if it's just because someone was arrested doesn't mean that they don't deserve basic human dignity, you know?
Exactly.
Yep. So, but I've heard stories about Denver Health for a long time. I mean, Regan was right about that when she was talking about how that's the hospital where if they have a choice and you're homeless, you're out on the streets, and you don't have any kind of medical care, that's where they're going to put you, and they'll turn you out at night if they can, and they won't even care. They'll just leave you outside the front door. And you got to figure your own crap up, right? You know.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's scary. That's so sad.
Yep.
You know, if anything, let them sit in the waiting room, you know?
Yep. At least
especially when it's
yeah. Let them wait until the public transit is up and running, at least, because that part of town, there's hardly anything open when it's night out, you know?
Yeah.
I had a friend of mine that had a foot thing, and so he wasn't even supposed to be on his feet that much, but he had to walk away. So
wow.
Yep. So yeah, it's all sorts of messed up there. But it's been like that for years, and nobody really cares because that's where they send all the criminals and all the poor people.
Yep. I know. How sad. How freaking sad.
Yep. So anyway, I think we've been at it for we've been at it for a good 45 minutes here, I think. Is there anything else you want to add or anything else you want to say before we shut this down?
I appreciate those who came in to watch. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day and supporting Blind Man and myself and all of us, Johnny, DMA, Regan, and Cap. You know, we all do this for not just ourselves and our families, but you guys and your families.
Hear, hear. I would second that entirely. So appreciate everybody who has taken the time to come in here, and we'll shut that down for now. And I like this format, so we may do this again at some point in time, especially when the weather turns bad. It's harder for me to get out to audit then. So I like being able to do these kinds of panels just to get a sense of where it is. So we might actually extend the invitations out to other people in the 1A community that are not in the Colorado area or were involved with Sheridan too at some point in time, just to kind of get a consensus and discuss current events and see what's going on there. But we'll see what happens from there. Otherwise, though, appreciate you all for joining, and y'all have a good night, okay?
Have a good night, guys.